In the enormous fissure left by the nuclear blast, thick swaths of dark red mist began to diffuse outward. Yet inside it, two great azure beams, hundreds to thousands of meters long, kept flashing, tearing through the darkness. The tentacles wrapped around those beams were shredded as easily as paper. Their regeneration rate couldn't keep up with the blazing slashes. A single sword of light, 1,000 meters long sweeping through, was enough to pulverize every tentacle before it. In the command center, cheers rang out. Many people shouted excitedly, "Has Huadu University sent a grandmaster to reinforce us? West City might be saved." The news spread to the martial units withdrawing underground, who embraced one another. Choked with emotion, the Supreme Commander clenched his fist tightly, voice deep and resolute. "We will win this battle." Godzilla Arcane Art Core Radiance Battle Form. Super. The Godzilla-like shell-coating Yihi's body began to split and crack into pieces, revealing a dazzling inner blue light. With explosive force, he swept away all the tentacles before him, plunged thousands of meters down, and finally reached the true form of the Earth Fiend. Before him lay a giant dark brown flesh sphere over 300 meters in diameter, countless tentacles sprouting from its surface. Yi. He curled his lip. Well hidden. The Earth Fiend seemed to sense imminent danger. Its dense body started to constrict, muscles contracting to bolster its defenses. In this state, even nuclear bombs would struggle to inflict major damage. That solid defensive posture didn't faze Yi in the slightest. To him, the Earth Fiend was now a dying prey, just an oversized lump of flesh. A smile stretched to his lips as he lunged forward with terrifying power. One breath finish you, Yi. He accelerated until he tore the air apart, becoming a blazing blue meteor, charging straight into the Earth Fiend's body, now reduced to roughly 100 meters. Core burst, heaven-piercing thrust. The instant the technique detonated, atomic blue light surged forth relentlessly. The light expanded, illuminating the entire fissure carved by the nuclear explosion. In a moment, every color in the world dimmed, leaving only a brilliant, all-encompassing blue. That divine scene was etched into the memories of every martial artist who witnessed it. When the Overlord-class beast collapsed, he officially entered the ranks of high-tier combatants of humanity on Azure Planet. Viewing from afar, witnesses of that terrifying power couldn't help but whisper in fear. That direction, it's West City. Right? What on earth happened? The blinding light made them squint, and rumors of a ruler's appearance sent shock through everyone. Then a reassuring voice rang out. "Don't panic. Great Xia will surely prevail." West City, once a bustling central district, was now a wasteland stretching kilometers. Amid the rubble, Wu Huang lay half a body exposed, devoid of any sign of life. His remaining half collapsed to the ground. In the distance, Chen Tianyu propped himself up on his spear to steady his gravely injured body, blood spilling as he called out hoarsely, "Ahem, Wu Huang." Golden-horned broodlord stepped over Wu Huang's corpse, voice full of disdain. "This so-called Qi shield powerhouse is like paper one strike pierces through." Half an hour earlier, Chen Tianyu had burned his life force, coordinating with Dai Kaiming and Old Mu to suppress the golden-horned broodlord after its second molt. But just as his lightning spear was about to pierce the monster's heart, the creature suddenly entered a third molt. Its dark golden skin turned a menacing deep red. 4 new arms sprouted across its chest and hips. In the dominant posture, it spoke arrogantly, "You're strong, pushed me into a third form." Chen Tianyu choked in despair. This ruler even has a third form? He understood he couldn't hold out much longer. The blood-burning arcane art would be exhausted sooner or later. Even if he won this fight, he knew he wouldn't have long to live, but that no longer mattered. As a Grandmaster of Great Xia, Chen Tianyu vowed to finish this fiend here and now. Kill. The golden-horned broodlord nodded slightly. Tone cold. Martial Fatelock forced attack. Your will-manifesting techniques are indeed peculiar, but no matter how refined, they couldn't make up for the absolute gap in power. A piercing red gleam of threat flashed in the golden-horned broodlord's eyes. Earth Fiend Martial Art Heaven Edge Lightning Spear. Chen Tianyu's figure instantly became a brilliant white lightning bolt and surged forward. Though he charged alone, he exuded a fierce momentum as if tens of thousands of warriors surged into battle at once. The golden-horned broodlord's forearms were trapped in the field, forcing it to speak. It said the Emperor King had just completed the transformation experiment of the old civilization, then immediately focused power into its fist to meet the incoming lightning head-on. It bared its teeth and growled, continuing, "You are the only human I acknowledge. When you die, I will offer your body so you can be reborn in an even stronger form." The silver dragon scale spear cracked in segments. Chen Tianyu braced through unbearable pain, pouring his last strength into the suicidal strike. "Even if I die, I will wound you so grievously you can no longer interfere in the battle to retake West City." Boom. Lightning and fist force collided, expanding into a semicircle that incinerated everything. The lightning erupted violently again, churning and throwing the golden-horned broodlord hard backward. Even as it spread its beetle-like wings to brace, it could not withstand this tremendous pressure. Rumble. A violent explosion burst forth. Blue lightning billowed outward, so bright that even viewers watching screens had to squint. Seeing its forearms strain under the lightning spear until its armor began to crack, the golden-horned broodlord sneered. "You use these suicidal moves and it's troublesome. Clearly that earlier strike was enough to kill you. You even forced life to continue with the blood-burning arcana." Meanwhile, Old Mu shot up, caught Chen Tianyu's body, spun a few times to dissipate the force, and landed safely. The golden-horned broodlord spoke arrogantly, "But it's fine. I don't mind trouble, because I wanted to keep this powerful human body intact. I restrained my power. You, however, do not deserve that privilege and will be ground to ash." As those words fell, Wu Huang, who should have been dead, suddenly stood up intact beside the one-horned brood lord. He smiled faintly. "Oh, things are lively over here. I could feel the tremor from this battle all the way out on the city's outskirts." Old Mu, horrified, pointed at Wu Huang and shouted, "Wu Huang, weren't you just killed?" Wu Huang raised a hand to cover his face, laughing madly like a lunatic. Yes, that's right." Meanwhile, his body stepped toward Chen Tianyu's unmoving steed. He turned his head. His eyes shone unnaturally bright. Clearly Wu Huang was no longer himself. His distorted face grew more demonic as he laughed maniacally. "Old Mu, am I dead? I don't even know." "Ah ha 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 ha." Wu Huang's flesh suddenly deformed and tore open. From his spine, from crown to tailbone, countless sharp layers of scales sprouted while his body contorted and trembled. Seeing their comrade become grotesque in both form and behavior, Old Mu and the others stood dumbfounded. Wu Huang. They all paled, stunned to whiteness. Then an even more horrifying scene occurred. His belly suddenly split open, forming a gigantic mouth. A long tongue coiled around the Keelan horse's corpse and swallowed it whole. His head twisted around. His skin bulged with countless human faces, making the sight all the more ghastly. He licked his lips with relish. Delicious. No wonder it's the Grandmaster's mount. If I could eat the Grandmaster himself, that would be even better. As for you, you look tasty too. May I try you? In the next instant, a dark red fist shot forward like lightning. The one-horned broodlord struck and sent that head flying. Barking coldly, "What abomination is this? It even carries the demonic aura of the Dark V star. Is this what you humans created? Meddling with those demons? If so, you'd be better off letting us rule this planet." After knocking the head off, the golden-horned brood lord coldly inspected the headless corpse. Crack, crack from the severed neck. Countless black-red tentacles shot out and twisted together. They quickly formed a new head. On its eyes sat a black-red ring bristling with spikes, and below it a grotesque tearing grin appeared. "Ha ha ha, greetings. I am an alien called One. I have come to eat you." Facing it, the golden-horned brood lord still stood with arms crossed, unafraid, only snorting coldly with contempt. Truly arrogant,